me, a good teammate is someone who makes those around them better. Whether it's them just bettering the ball or encouraging words to let their teammates know that they have their back.
Being a good teammate just looks like having a selfless attitude on the court. I think that's best expressed through your focus and your efforts that you display. I also think it's super important to get to know your teammates on and off the court. I think for you to be able to understand what your teammates need, you have to really get to know them.
Being a good teammate is kind of like being a good friend. You know, you're just there for somebody and you're picking them up when they're down, and if they're doing well, you're cheering for them even in that case.
I think being a great teammate means you just respect them, you work hard, you try to understand everyone, you're patient with everyone, and then, you know, trying to come together collectively to win.
It means knowing what all of your other players need from you in order to be their best, and you will find that out either through trial and error by playing with people, or simply straight out asking them when they feel the best and how they prefer to be communicated to.
Is really individual, I think. I think it's just doing and saying things that are going to uplift teammates. So, you know, not having a bad attitude after someone makes a mistake, because that's not going to help anyone, and just kind of putting the team first and then yourself second.
It isn't always being a leader or being the loudest or putting the ball away. Sometimes it's knowing that, hey, it's really important that on this play, I get a good touch on the block and I get up in transition. Doesn't mean you need to stuff the ball, although you should always be wanting to stuff the ball. But it's knowing what your role needs to be.
I think someone who, a good teammate. I play with so many good teammates that it's hard. I'm like, how are they good teammates? All of my teammates are good teammates, but no, I think it's just someone who wants, like, you can just see how much they want it, and it's not necessarily, a good teammate isn't someone who is always positive. That's not always what being a good teammate is.
I think just finding a balance between trying to help people out and maybe giving them a little bit of constructive criticism, and at the same time being their biggest cheerleader and letting them know when they are doing a great job.
It's a lot of eye contact, a lot of touch, like high fives and encouragement, but also just to be there in the moment. I think it's really difficult. Sometimes people get ahead of themselves. There's some anxiety on the court. People feel that, and I think it's really important to take a deep breath and have everyone know, okay, we're in this together. How are we going to push forward?
I think what that looks like is always supporting your teammates no matter what, no matter if, you know, if I'm on the bench and somebody else is on the court in my position, you know, I want our position to do well as a whole. So I'm rooting them on, cheering for them. I'm being good eyes for them.
I think we're really lucky to play a team sport, and where a lot of the time you are really good friends with the people even off the court. And I think just knowing your teammate well and knowing what they might need in a certain moment, whether, you know, it's a yell or a pat on the back or to not talk about volleyball or whatever it is, I think just being really mindful of each of your teammates and, you know, the unique things they might need from you.
Always trying to be encouraging. I know sometimes I struggle in that area where for me it's, I put a lot of pressure on myself. So just trying to be a supportive person for my teammates, someone they can come and talk to. But I think also just, trying to make each other better.
Always being there for when your teammates need you. I think it's really important for teammates to ask for help from each other. Just being a reliable person. And I think if someone asks you to hold them accountable, don't be afraid to do that. I think that creates a really good teammate relationship and creates trust and vulnerability that you have to have in order to be a good team.
Being a good teammate looks like having good body language. I know I've had days where I'm not so good on the court, but I'm learning to making sure I have a good presence and making sure I bring that consistency to my teammates around me, regardless of if I'm doing well or if I'm not, and making sure my teammates have good energy to lean on and a good presence to lean on. And I think that makes a world of a difference for a team and, you know, getting through tough times and tough moments.